Yeah, girlfriend.
If the police officers and sheriff's offices can do a lip sync challenge,
So can realtors
so
and
can we.
lenders.
That's right.
Yes.
So we're going to make one of these places your home.
Your home.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice home.
I was telling Lisa this morning that I just am so into these lip sync challenge videos.
That's so fun. And I, of course, who's kind of out of it, was like, what are you even talking about, Kaylin?
Exactly. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm just waiting for the Ames Police Department, the Story County Sheriff's Department. You guys have got to, you know.
Oh, we'd love that. We would support you.
Absolutely. I mean, you guys do, they do great
do.
social media videos anyway. I think lip sync challenge, they're probably in production right
They
now.
are. They're probably just waiting.
They're waiting
for that perfect thing.
Exactly.
Because Ragbri was in town, so had to get over that. And now they can focus on lip syncing.
Yes, and the video paused there for a second. Sorry about that.
Whoa.
But yeah.
Sorry.
Internet glitch.
Yeah.
But yes. But yeah, we want to make one of these places your home.
We do. We do. So what happens? I've got this home.
Right.
I don't even know which ones, right? I've got this one. Oh, here's a nice one.
There you go.
And I'm going to buy this home.
Okay.
But this one hasn't sold yet. But my lender said,
ooh,
I don't have to sell this one
to buy that one.
To buy this one.
Ooh. Well, how about that? How does that work, Lisa? Please tell me.
Which I think the question gets asked
a lot.
A lot.
Because,
right?
you know, yes, absolutely. Because I want to buy this house, but if I don't have my house sold, how am I going to get that house without losing it?
Yeah,
basically.
And then I've got tons. Maybe I own this one outright, or I've got a lot of equity in it.
Yes.
That I'm not using at the moment to buy this one.
Right.
Because I had money or a way to buy this one.
Exactly.
But then I want to use the money after it's sold.
Okay, so yeah, because you're going to have your down payment to buy this.
Yep.
With whatever funds you have available.
Yes.
Then you sell this, you've got a big chunk because you have all your equity. So then what do?
Then what do? You have options.
Okay.
So I think it depends on people's situation. So sometimes in order to buy the next one, maybe you had to do a 30-year fixed rate.
Right.
Or around here we don't do a lot of adjustable rates, but so maybe you had to do a 30-year to qualify because you still had this house out there.
Okay.
So sometimes people will take that extra money and they'll do just a principal reduction, which then will take down your amortization. So say you're on a 30-year and you have a huge amount, you're going to take the amount of years you have on your mortgage down from 30 years to a lower amount, 20 years, different things like that, 15, depends on how much you have to put down. But your payment will stay the same.
Your payment doesn't change when you do
payment
that.
will not change.
It changes the length of time, but it doesn't change your payment.
But your payment will stay the same. So you have to be comfortable with that payment, and you're actually you're going to pay it off early.
Okay.
The other common option is what's called recasting. And a lot of people don't understand recasting or they haven't heard of it unless you've actually been in the situation to do it.
Okay.
So recasting is that you typically have to have at least $10,000 to put towards your mortgage.
Okay.
It will cost you somewhere, just throwing out numbers, somewhere between $200 to $350 or something dollars. It depends on your servicer of your mortgage.
Okay.
Your servicer has to be willing to do it. So there are some servicers out there that don't like to recast or they don't have that availability. It's not that they don't like to. They just don't have the availability to. But what you're going to do is then you're going to take that lump sum and they're actually going to redo. So your term stays the same. Okay. Your rate stays the same, but your lowers your loan amount. So your payment,
you're almost like resetting the whole thing.
You are, and you have to do a new mortgage because they're going to file a new mortgage. Hence, there's cost to doing this.
Okay.
But you have a new mortgage, and so then your payment goes down depending on how much you're putting down.
Okay. So yeah, that'd be great. So then actually, so you have a few months, hopefully just a couple months of the larger loan until you can recast. So do you have a certain amount of time to recast? I mean, do you have to do it within the first 6 months? Can you do it like a year from now?
Some people, right? Some people have called me and gone, I got an inheritance, right?
Okay, right.
So can I use that to actually, so you just have to contact your servicer. And like I said, there's a minimum amount that you need to put down.
Okay.
And there is a cost to do it, but for what it's worth, I mean, it's pretty minimal compared to.
Is it cheaper than refinancing?
So the other thing to do would be refinancing. Our interest rates, we are in an interest rate climbing. That's not the right terminology. Our interest rates are climbing. We're in an interest rate environment that's rising. I don't know, whatever that is. So that's going up. So you need to
It's whatever that thing that says up.
You could call, so if it benefits you, so if maybe you're going from a 30-year and you want to go down to a 15-year, and that is a better option for you because your interest rate is lower and you like that. But the cost for a refinance typically is about the same for a purchase. And so, you know, you do have a higher cost. So you need to see which one gives you the better.
Well, yeah, because you don't want to spend money on that refinance if it's not really going to benefit you. You're not going to gain anything.
Right. And I will say, like, a lot of people are just like, oh, no, you should refinance. Right. And I think you need to talk to somebody that has your best interest in mind to see, is that the best, or would it be beneficial for you just to, you know, like I said, recast or make a big principal reduction, depending on what your goals are. With that.
Well, that's good. You actually have 3 options, really.
It is.
Yeah. Stay where you're at, recast, refinance. Yep. Or, I love it.
Yeah. And so I think that, like I said, I think this is the first actually summer that I've had more people in that situation. So just so you know, too, if you have that house and if you qualify with that current house payment to buy your new house, I mean, we've had people that have gotten, you know, whether it's they've had some way to get funds for their down payment. And sometimes it's lower than what they obviously want to because a lot of their equity is in that house. But at least it allows them to get into that other house as long as they're comfortable with having that payment still in their ratios.
Great. So they just have to qualify like they would for a regular mortgage, have that money down, that is it 10% or 10,000?
$10,000 for the recast. So it's actually an amount that you have to have a minimum of 10,000 because obviously if it's not, it's under 10,000, then it's really not worth it. You should probably just do a principal reduction. So you could still, if you have less than 10,000, so for some reason you got $5 grand and you're like, oh, I would love to do something with this for my house. You could talk to Caitlin about what remodel project also might help improve your value. But then you could also put that $5,000 down and just take down your amortization of your loan too. So
great options. So
so it's kind of all in your financial planning. I think once you own a house or you have houses, I really, which should be a topic of ours, like wills and estate planning if you own a house.
Absolutely.
But that does become but that does become a part
of your estate.
It's
very important to know all those information details. But so this has come up, you know, because the market's just a little quieter, things are a little longer on market. So you're ready to find that house, but mine hasn't quite sold yet. Got a lot of interest in it, but not quite sold yet. But what if I don't want to lose that one? So we want to talk about that topic in case that was, you know, something that you're concerned about. So,
or maybe this summer you've had that and you just haven't figured out. Now, maybe your house now is pending sale. It's going to close and you're thinking, what do I do with my proceeds?
Exactly. So you can recast.
You could recast.
Yeah, it's not like breaking your leg again. It's a good thing.
It's a good thing.
That's right.
No doctor's visits.
No doctor's visits. You know, nobody has to sign your cast or anything like that.
I like that's kind of fun. I haven't done that for a long time. Got a cast, we'd sign it.
We'd sign it, We might even sing to you.
We might even sing to you.
Exactly. So we'll do it lip syncing because neither of us have great singing voices.
That's why we lip sync.
That's right. All right. Well, everybody have a great weekend and look forward to seeing you next week.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
And we leave you with
Philip Phillips.
Be clear.